Good morning, students. Welcome to your computer class. As we have started a new chapter, Introduction to MS Access. So now we are discussing it further because we have a little introduction about it in the previous class. So we will see that also and then come to the next topic. So without wasting time, coming to the textbook, Introduction to MS Access. As you can see, the topics which are to be covered under this chapter, once again I am repeating these all topics. Database. Okay, so we will know about database, what is a database, then components of MS Access, starting access, create a blank database, understanding access window, creating database using templates. Different templates are provided by the access which we will be using in database, opening a database file, changing the navigation pane view. Two types of view are there, data sheet view and grid view is there, opening and closing objects. Okay, so these are the topics which we will be covering in this chapter. So Microsoft Access. What is Microsoft Access? Microsoft Access is a powerful database program for creating databases to store information. You can use MS Access to create, retrieve, manage large or small collection of informations. Means you can create, retrieve, okay, if you want to take some database to your pen drives or whatever to your system, you can retrieve it also. Then manage also large or small collections of information whatever is stored in the database. Okay, now database, if we are talking about database, so database is a collection of data organized in a manner that allow easy access, retrieval and use of that data. Okay, so what are data? Datas are the facts and figures which are in unorganized form and we get from somewhere. Okay, these are data. They are not organized. They are just facts and figures which we collect from different sources. Information. Information is a well organized facts and figures which are meaningful. So database is a collection of data organized in a manner and that allow us easy access and retrieval and use of that data. Next, in manual database, if you see, you might record data on paper, store it on a filing cabinet. Database softwares like MS Access is a software that allows you to create, access and manage a database. If we are writing any database in our record in a file copy, we are just putting them in a cabinet, but as a database software like MS Access, this software allows you to create, access and manage database in the software. You can easily create it, manage it, okay, and access it also. Now if we talk about the database here, relational database, okay, a relational database, okay, MS Access create relational database that can contain multiple tables with links between them. Means these tables are connected to each other. Access creates a relational database that can contain multiple tables, many tables with links between them. Means they are joined with a link. The four tables are joined with a link. So this option given by MS Access. For example, you can make one table for customer and that will store customer contact information and another table for order that will store information about the order placed. Okay, I have make a one table, okay, for customer, okay, this is C, and another table for the customer what the things are ordered. Okay, so each customer in the customers table has a unique ID. Like each student in a school has a unique ID for their attendance for the classes, and each order in the orders table references specific customer ID. Means here, if you're having an order table, then you have a ID here, customer ID, okay, and then orders. How much order means quantity is given over here about orders. So ID and order. So with ID, so ID is written over here, and this ID is in which table? This ID is in customer table. Okay. So customer ID is given over. So this table relates to order table. Okay. This table relates to order table. So this is the option which is given by access. Okay. To the relational database. So this is the methods. Two tables are linked with each other. I hope you have got the things about relational database. Okay. Now components of MS Access. We will talk about the components of MS Access. What are the components of MS Access? Let's see. The first one is that table, records and fields. So what are tables, what are records and fields? Okay, so in MS Access, if you see, a database consists of a collection of tables, because tables are there in MS Access, collection of rows and columns. Okay, so database consists of collection of tables organized in row and columns. Here a record is there, which is a row in a table, contains information about given person, product or event. Means if you are having a table in which if you find these things, okay, I am making a column and then a row. Okay, so this row is a record. Okay, this row is a record. Okay, it is not writing correctly. Okay, so this row is a record and this column is a field. Okay, this column is a field. Clear? Now records are filled in this row that contains information about given person, product or event. It is written over here. Okay, the information will be written in a row. Clear? And a field is a column. This field is a column in a table that contains a specific piece of information within a record. It contains a specific piece of information that contains a within a record, and it is the smallest unit of data information. Okay, this is the smallest unit of data information. So these are table, records and fields. So remember, records are rows and fields are column in a table. Now data sheet and forms. Now we are talking about data sheet and forms. Each table appears as a spreadsheet grid called data sheet. Each table appears as a spreadsheet because these are collection of rows and columns, which you are also see in Excel. Excel also has a forms. So it is a spreadsheet grid called data sheet. You can type into a data sheet. You can create forms which are like dialog boxes that prompt for field entries to make data entry more convenient. So in data sheet you can create forms also. They are just like dialog boxes which appear when we do some work and just save or don't save, a dialog box comes up. Then the prompt for field entries to make data entry more convenient, more easy. So for filter and queries, the next part. You can filter a table to show only certain records and fields. Okay. Filter means what? You have to select that part only which you want to show. So filter gives you the different options to show. So filter table to show only certain records and fields. You can also create a query, okay, which is like a saved filter. Query means asking questions or taking information. So you can create a query also, which is like a saved filter. So queries also enable you to combine data from multiple related tables into a single data sheet of results. Means if you can see, there are table, means this table is A and this table is B, okay, and this table is C. They are all related to each other. So query will take the common information from these and put it in a D. Okay, D. Okay. So enables you to combine data from multiple related tables into a single data sheet of results. So this thing is done in filter and queries. Now we talk about reports. Reports present data from tables and queries in an attractive format, complete with titles, headers, footers, and graphics. So reports are just like the results, a result we get in the examination. So all the tables and queries are in attractive format. Remarks is given, number marks is given, some principal signature. These all things are just printed in a format. Okay, so attractive format and complete with titles, headers and footers are there. Headers are on the above where the name, designation and all the things are given, and the footer where the signature and number, pages numbers are also given. So headers are on the top and footers are on the bottom. And graphics, if you want to put some graphic over there, you can also put in your reports. Now next, starting MS Access. You can start MS Access 2010 to create or open database file. For opening database file or to create it, we can work in MS Excel. So for that we have to start it. So first of all, what you have to do, click on start button. First step is to click on start button. Second one, click on all programs. Third, click on MS Office, and fourth, click on MS Access 2010. Backstage view of file tab appears. Now you can create a new database and open an existing file. So as I told you, the steps to open the MS Access, you can see over here. Actually it is Windows 10, that's why it doesn't have a start button. It has a home button. In this you will go for MS Office. See here, MS Office. Click on that and then you will open MS Access. You have to find it, MS Access. Word Publisher, Outlook, Office Publisher, MS Access 2010. Okay, here. See this one. I have clicked. Now, Access 2010 window has been opened. And you can see over here a blank database coming over here. Okay. So this is the same picture as you see in your notebook. This is the blank database. You can see over here blank database. Okay, so backstage view of file tab appears and now you can create a new database or open an existing file. Now creating a blank database. How will you create a blank database? So you can create a new database and fill data in it. Access prompts you to assign a name to the file when you create a new database file. So what are the steps? So the steps are, click on database option, type name for the database. Access automatically assigns the .accdb. This is the extension for MS Access. As you can see in .xls, .doc, .ppt. So .accdb, this is the extension of Access database, extension to all database files. And you can click on the browse button to find the folder or drive wherever you want to store a new file and click on create. The Access creates a new blank database and opens a new table in front of you. When you save your database, it will create a table and opens in front of you. The name of the database appears in the title tab. Now you can create your own database by entering records in it. Navigation pane, which is on the left side. displays the database objects that you create, such as tables, forms, queries, and reports. So here you can see this is the window of MS Access database. Here a blank document. Okay, when you click this, here the name comes. Now you have to save a name, like I am writing class 7 database. I am creating a class 7 database, and you see this is the path. C users Dell documents means in C drive users folder, under Dell there is a document, and inside a document you will find class 7 database and create. I have clicked on create, and you will see a table appears which is named as table 1. Okay, and here ID is given. Okay, and you can see the click to add button. If you want to add the fields, you can add over here. Okay, this one. So this thing you can see in your book also. See, it is again create, and then this opens. So navigation pane table over here showing that, and here also this is a navigation pane. You can see that I told you on the left side, this one. Okay, next what we have to do, database management system DBMS is a software that helps you to enter, organize, retrieve, modify, store and sort database stored in database. So this is a simple definition of database management system DBMS, which is a software that helps you to enter, organize, retrieve, modify and store your short data. When you create a new database using a template, the database includes pre-built tables which are already built and forms which you will fill with your own data. Now coming to the next topic, which is understanding access window. So this is the access window. For working in Access, you must understand its interface. So different interfaces are given. Like the first one, you are having a quick access toolbar, title bar, file tab, object tab, groups, dialog box launcher, tabs, ribbon, view button, record selector, status bar, navigation pane. These are all things you can see over here. Okay, this is the view datasheet and this is design view. Okay, so table 1. See, this is the design view. Okay, and what you are earlier watching, it was a datasheet view. So now here you can see the title bar, the quick ribbon, navigation pane, status bar, tabs. So these all things are given in your book. Let's discuss about that. Title bar. The name itself shows of the displayed database. It will show the name of the displayed database. File tab. It displays the backstage view of file commands such as new and open. Okay, the file tab, which is showing what? New and open. Here when you click on the file, new, open, save, print, these all things you will be able to see. Quick access toolbar. It displayed quick access buttons to save, undo and redo commands. Ribbon. It displays groups of related commands in tabs. Group of related commands in tabs. Each tab offers the shortcut buttons to common tasks. Whatever the common task you are having, that will be shown in this. Tabs contain buttons and other controls for working with data. These are containing the buttons and other controls for working with the data. Groups organize control into sections with tabs. Dialog box launcher. Open a dialog box related to the group. Okay. Object tab. Provide access to all open database objects such as table, reports and forms. It provides access to whatever database are open in that, like the tables, reports, forms. It will provide access. Navigation pane provides list of all available database objects. Here you can see whatever the objects, database objects are open, you will able to see in navigation pane. View button. Switch between various views. Like I have opened datasheet view. over here. So here you can see data sheet view, pivot table view, pivot chart view and design view. So design view and data sheet view you will be able to see earlier, and when you click on the design view then you have a different view of pivot and chart and table. Okay, so this you can able to see. Then record selector displays the current record number and navigates to the other records. It shows the current record as well as navigates to the other record. And status bar always used to show the status of the current object or view. So students, I hope this is clear to you all what I have told you. So remember this thing. Now creating a database using a template. How will you create a database using a template? So you can create a new database using a template which includes pre-built tables and forms. Means these consist of already made tables and forms that you can use to fill your own data very easily. Start access, click on the sample templates. If access is already open, you can bring this page clicking on the file tab button and then clicking on the new. Remember, it is already open, then bring this page clicking on the file tab menu and then clicking on the new. So here you just see file tab menu, click on new. Here you will see sample templates, click on sample templates. Okay, when you click, what happen? Type a name for the database. Okay, so here we are writing the name of the database, class database 7. Okay, after this what you will do? Access automatically assigns .accbd extension, click on create. So here I am just clicking on create. See, it is creating, preparing a template. Okay, when you click, access appears a new database and new table ready for data, and you can now fill the table entering records in it. Here it is asking for there are no users in this database. Click new user to add new user. Okay, so login or new user you can click. Here it's not showing. Okay, now you can see this assets database getting started. Current assets, retired assets, users, there are no users. Okay, I'm just cutting on it. It has not shown us. Okay, there's a layout wood or a form view. I will open once again. Okay, I'm going to open this MS Office, Excel, Access, Access 2010. Here sample templates. Now you can see sample templates. Okay, in this it has chosen student. Okay, I haven't chosen earlier, so now I will choose this faculty, or I will choose student. Okay, students and create. That time I have chosen a different one. See, student list has came. Okay, now you will be able to see just like book. You can now fill the table entering records in it. So opening a database file, you can open a database file that you had previously created to continue entering data into it, analyzing its data. You can open a previous file, click on file tab, backstage view appears, click on open. Alternatively, you can press Ctrl O and perform steps 1 and 2. This 1 and 2 step. Okay, these 2 steps you can follow and then open a dialog box. Then you can click here and navigate to a different location. Click on the name of the file that you want to open and click open. So this thing we can able to do. Now here you can see already it has been made id, first name, last name, email address, business phone, company, job title. These all ids are already given in this. So now what I will do, I will write the first name like I am writing my own name, then tab MISHRA, then tab. Email address, if you want to write, I can just mention over here. Okay, Mishra Atul APS @gmail.com. Okay, now business phone, if I want to write update or cancel update without a, okay, now I will just press a tab, update or cancel update without add new or edit. Okay, having some problem, I think. I'm just removing this. Then business phone number 945, whatever number if I want to put, I will put. Then company, you can say private, I am writing, or instead of, yeah, it's private. Okay, then again school. Okay, then enter. Automatically it will just come to the second row. Okay, here again when you will write your name, like you can say Nitin, and press a tab, you can see over here automatically it assigning a number with the ID 2. Okay, the same thing we are going to do here. Okay, Jaswal, then tab, then again number, whatever number you want to write, then again private, then again school. When you press enter, it will again come to the next row. Okay, so by this you can enter your data into a predefined table. Now if I will save this, okay, by giving the name, then if I want to open it, then I will click open. Again a window comes up in which, if I have, this time I had not saved, but earlier there was a database 1 I had saved. I will just click on this and click open. See, it has opened because nothing I have made in that table, so it will show nothing. Okay, earlier if I have made a table, then it already shows you the table if there a table exists. Now if a security alert bar appears, this one which I have done in earlier also, enable the content, then click on enable content, that database file opens. It is coming over here. I have just pressed enable content because there was no data, that's why it is not showing. Changing the navigation pane view. How will you able to change the navigation pane view in this? So you can display or hide the navigation pane. The navigation pane enables you to view and manage database objects such as tables, queries, reports and forms. What you have to do? You can press F11 toggle key from the keyboard to display or hide the navigation pane. In this there is a small box given over here. It is written a column in a table whose values uniquely identify the row in the table is called primary key. There is a unique identification number, means a unique identify the row. The row has a unique name like customer ID. It is a unique, it cannot be duplicate. A primary key is the name or name which cannot be duplicate. Only that field we can define it as a primary key. So uniquely identify the rows in the table is called primary key. A column in a table whose value, okay, remember this one, a column in a table whose value uniquely identify the rows in the table is called a primary key. Now opening and closing the objects and rest of the things we will study in the next class and do the question answers also. Okay, till then find out the question answers and revise once again this chapter whatever I have told you, because if you will not revise this, how will you able to do? See the understanding the access window, read it clearly and then find out the true false question answers. Okay, it is a small chapter and very easy things are given over here. Okay, I hope you all are getting what I am doing. Do the practicals of this also. Otherwise it will be not helpful to you all. Okay, thank you.